Good morning, President Mather and members of the board. It's been a busy summer meeting with members and other stakeholder groups, and in particular since we last met at our offsite meeting. I'd like to share some of the details of those visits and also discuss a few of the program area priorities taking place across the enterprise. Let me start by mentioning the dedicated teams of firefighters and public safety employees who are battling California's wildfires. They're an example of CalPERS' members who protect and serve the citizens of California, and we are certainly proud to be able to serve them as well. Unfortunately, the fire season is not really a season any longer. It's become a year-round event that has affected all of us here in California, including our members and our retirees who are among those who had to evacuate from their homes, as President Mather indicated. So we are committed to doing what we can to help members maintain some continuity in their lives. A couple of weeks ago, when the fires did hit in Redding, we sent a representative there to meet with some of the CalPERS members who were impacted and helping them with issues such as power of attorney. And in that process, we were able to convert about 40 of the members who had been receiving paper warrants over to automatic deposit. Again, not something we want our members having to worry about in any kind of disruption in their pension benefit. So I would like to thank Donna Lum and the customer service and outreach team for their dedication and their commitment. They do work hard all year long to serve our customers, and this, I think, was a really good example of what they do. With that in mind, it was a pleasure to recognize them along with the remainder of the CalPERS team at the Ice Cream Social event yesterday. And I would also like to thank the board for their participation in that event. I know our team really enjoys having an opportunity to interact with all of you as well. I'm also hoping that a few of you might be able to join us in West Sacramento. We do have a team out there. Our contact center is out there for at least one more year before they relocate back over to headquarters. So if any of you might be available and be willing to help serve ice cream in West Sacramento, we can get you those details. So moving on now to some important customer outreach efforts. Mr. Miller, you might be joining us.
Love ice cream.
Okay. Several of us have already signed up.
Great. As you know, we have been preparing for the 2018 open enrollment period, which will begin on September 10th, and it will last through October 5th. And I want to encourage all of our covered members to carefully read through this year's materials so that they can learn about any plan updates and changes, because there are some, that will help make the best informed decisions. Our members can be confident that the choices before them represent some of the best plan options available, and the team has worked diligently to negotiate the best rates possible. Overall, the increase was held down to the lowest increase in decades. However, participants do need to pay close attention because some plans do have increases as well. So I'm also happy, up on the screen, to share a new mobile experience that we're launching for this year's open enrollment period. This is an opportunity for members to be able to securely access their personal health information anytime, anywhere, through the MyCalPERS account from their cell phones. You can or their iPads. Take a look at the screen and you can see how simple it will be to use. Once a member logs in on their phone or tablet, they'll be taken to an overview page to get started. And as you can see, they'll be able to perform several tasks, especially comparing different health plans to see which one might be best for them. Whatever a member can do in their MyCalPERS account, they can also do in this app. That means retirees will be able to change their health plans if they want to. The app is also designed to be intuitive and user-friendly, and we anticipate that this will be an added convenience for many of our members. Members' health plan statements will be posted at MyCalPERS at the end of August, and the new premium rates, just a reminder, the new premium rates and any plan changes that members make would be effective on January 1st of 2019. Moving on now to some internal news. You all received a copy of our press release and the press release that went out from the organization, letting you know that Michelle Nix had been hired as our controller. Michelle has nearly 30 years of experience in her field and has a proven track record of leadership as well. She comes to us from the state of Missouri, where she served as CFO and assistant CFO to the state's retirement system, also known as Mosers. And for some of you, I think you've interacted with Gary Finlay in the past, who was the past executive director for that system. She also most recently served as the Director of Finance for the City of Columbia and had that post since 2016. And Michelle will begin her new position here at CalPERS on September 12th. I'd also like to take an opportunity to thank Taylor Urban for his role as the interim controller. We very much appreciate his willingness to step in and maintain continuity of service during the transition. So now I'd like to mention some of the reports that are important to our work. The first are the annual actuarial valuation reports that set employer and PEPRA member contribution rates for our public agency employers. These reports have been uploaded and can be found in employers' My CalPERS accounts and will be posted on our website by the end of September. I'd like to also thank Scott Tarando and the team of actuaries in the actuarial office for all of their hard work in completing the reports with the timeliness and the quality our employers rely upon. And I want to encourage our employers to reach out to their actuary for any assistance that they might need in understanding their new valuation reports. We've also just updated the Solid Foundation for the Future report, and I know many of you are using that as you're out interacting with members or employers, and that update includes the fiscal year 2017-18 returns, investment returns of 8.6. And for those watching or members in the audience, that report has also been updated on our website. Looking externally, I want to share some of the details about recent speaking engagements with stakeholder groups and members. In July, I was invited and had an opportunity to meet with about 2,000 members of the California School Employees Association during their annual delegate conference. Thank you, Mr. Fechner. I shared the decisions CalPERS has been making to strengthen the system so that they can be confident that their benefits will be there when they need them. It was an impressive assembly of CSEA members that took up the entire bottom floor of the Sacramento Convention Center, and I, again, thank them very much for the opportunity to speak with them. Last week, I was like, that was only a week ago. Last week, I had the honor to open the National Association of State Retirement Administrators Conference in San Diego and welcome attendees to California. It was good to talk with many of the other pension leaders around the United States and hear about their successes as well as how they're tackling some of the challenges, some unique to them, some not as unique, and many have common issues around the state. I also had the chance to participate on a panel around organizational risk management. And then tomorrow, I was invited to address the local society of the Chartered Financial Analysts Institute at their biannual member meeting here in Sacramento. And President Mather did mention the CBs, and it is a great opportunity for those of you who have done so. I know Mr. Rubalcava was also there this last weekend, in San Diego. It is a great opportunity to interact with members, and I think what you'll hear, and when we did these Q&A sessions, what we're hearing, the number one questions coming from our members is my service credit secure? Is my benefit secure? And I know you're likely to get those same kinds of questions, but we did it on the second day as well, and that was the first question asked. So again, more opportunities as you're out and about talking with members to really address that question head on and provide a little bit more confidence to some of the members who are really frightened by some of the things they're reading in the paper. We did try something new this time, which stretched my comfort zone a little bit, but we did Facebook Live for the session that I did in San Diego, or in La Jolla, and we're going to try that again in Garden Grove and try to continue that effort into 2019. And in particular, anytime we have updated information that we want to share out with the members, this would be another channel of which we might get better outreach. And so the next couple of weeks, again, August 24th and 25th, we'll hold our last CB, and that's in Garden Grove. And then we'll kick off in January of 2019 in Seaside, which is near Monterey. And then also on the subject of outreach, let me also remind you about our 19th annual educational forum that will take place on October 22nd through the 24th in Indian Wells. This is an annual event that brings our employer partners together with our teams to discuss our common mission. And this year we added a new elected official track, and that was in response to some feedback that Controller Yee had. And so we will have an opportunity, it's about a 2.5 to 3 hour session of where employers can invite one of their elected officials to attend that track. And we have about 790 confirmed registrations right now, which is a little bit above where we were last year. So it seems like this will be another popular event with the employers. And then finally, next month, we'll have our annual all-employee meeting, which we call CalPERS Live. And looking forward again to talking about our accomplishments as well as highlighting our priorities moving forward. And then I'm going to end with investment performance year to date as of June 30th. So the preliminary fiscal year return for 2017-2018, as we've indicated, is 8.6. The 3-year return is 6.7. The 5-year return is 8.1. And the 10-year return is 5.6. And that does conclude my remarks, but I'm happy to take any questions.